Hi, hello, this is Haberman. In the process of recording the Let's Try the Masters Fighter video, I ended up playing the game as every character, which gave me the opportunity to record all of their endings as well. So I decided to put together this compilation video, and I got Milvana and Chains to help comment over them with me again. And so here you go. This is the video of that. Glad I could help.
You win! Yeah!
His winning pose there, his face is so small relative to the rest of his body.
His hair is aggressively green there.
So this whole quest for him was to rescue his sister, I guess.
Yeah, the standard protagonist plot device.
And he believed he'll live a peaceful life from now on, but little did he know in the Masters Fighter 2, the violence would rear its ugly head again, and he'd be called forth to fight.
He did have those evil thoughts.
That's true. That is true. Lurking deep inside of him.
Yeah, because of course the sequel's gonna have evil Takuya in it, so...
You win!
Alright, the very fascinating character of Long Wei, with this amazing dialogue of thump, crack, and wah.
The Revenger is a very inspired movie name for sure. Won the Academy Award in '97. I don't remember if you remember that or not, but
With a movie name like that, you know what I mean?
it was a classic. It was a classic of cinema supply, if you will.
I mean, it's hard in Hollywood when you're not the only one traced off of a World Heroes character.
You win! Excellent!
Excellent.
I did very well this time. Look at these backgrounds, though. Look at these drawings. Look at this one in particular. This looks like a half-finished drawing on a piece of paper. It's like the artist was in the middle of drawing it, then they just took it away from him, and they said, whatever you have done, we gotta put it in the game. We're about to miss the deadline.
This looks like one of those children's books, except it's about a guy dying.
And so, little Jimmy, that's when Kang knelt beside the grave, and he breathed his final breath. The end.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, son.
You win!
So the very interesting story of what I assume would be the game's mascot character going by that loading screen. But
Yep, as the token female babyface character. As well as the token law enforcement character, so we're killing two birds with one stone here.
oh yeah, Well, I guess I wasn't expecting that.
Well, to be fair, I don't think these uniforms are exactly up to code. You know, jean jacket is not the identifier of a cop in most cases.
Man, I can't imagine that they would just throw that story on at the last minute.
No, these cinema supply? No.
Yeah.
You win!
Whoever 4S is, there's a lot of just characters that show up.
This is his son, I believe.
Okay, yes.
They get to Africa the next day. I mean, it's the day afterwards. They're on a plane back. And then Gamp fights all the evil in Africa, all by himself.
Africa apparently has a very serious color shortage. Don't remember that picture.
It's constantly winter over there, covered in snow. You wouldn't believe it.
Poor Gamp.
Forever frostbitten.
You win!
There's no to get in my way.
I should have mentioned the English in this, and Kane's name not being capitalized.
The English could be a lot worse,
Look
considering.
at his fist! Look at the fist in that picture!
Yeah.
And then they just shoot him. Then they just shoot him to death. So many characters just die at the end of this.
Very abruptly too.
They didn't have a Squeakquel in mind, clearly. There was no Masters Fighter 2 in the works here.
Because half the cast is like dead or missing now.
You win!
Now see, Jay has the most interesting end story because apparently the big baddie at the end was her brother! Or something.
Who has the way less cool name, Randy. and yeah, she's also the queen of drugs. Just,
Apparently, evidently. And she goes back to Australia despite her, dot on the map on the character select screen being somewhere completely removed from Australia, but don't pay too much attention to that.
It's alt universe Australia, get it right?
Where Pangea panned out quite differently.
You win.
So this is probably my favorite ending in the game because it's so uplifting.
Ooh, that cane! That card!
This wacky little rascal hauling all this cash. So, here's how this ends. So yeah, Sacramento's happy ending is that he gets fucking shot to death.
Well, he's a bad guy, right? I'm guessing, right?
I actually don't know. I think he's just kind of there.
It's not clearly defined, and none of these characters really.
Yeah, I mean, aside from characters that are obviously like, you know, I am evil, you know?
It's just all shades of gray and black, but no shades of white.
You win.
Speaking of,
Look at this! In this ending, he's totally white! This is the problem when none of the character sprites match up against the portraits of the other artwork.
yeah, that is not a guy from Kuwait, which is apparently where he's from. Fun
Oh,
fact.
is that where he's supposed to be from?
Yeah, I'm glad that a country, like, the country doesn't get much representation in fighting games, and they finally landed a good home.
Here
with
you
this
go,
game.
here's your poster child, Kuwaitians.
Yeah, you get Azarl.
You win. Oh, sa.
Oh yeah, another utterly fascinating backstory here.
His backstory is that he just loves killing people, and I guess he's also a demon.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's it! It's just, alright, I beat the final boss, time to go kill some more people, I guess. Why didn't he kill anyone in the fighting tournament? He left them all, like, standing up at the end of their matches.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe he was going easy on him.
Ah, yet another layer to his very complex character.
You win.
So he's another very death-filled character, as in,
Look at this character who's wearing the all-white suit, because they didn't color it in.
Also, his hand is looking very odd there, but...
Well, he did say the world would be in his hands. Maybe he meant literally. Maybe he wants to grow his hands to the point where he can encapsulate, he can palm the entire planet in his hands.
It seems like a pretty solid plan, honestly.
I know if he works hard enough at it, he can get there.
Ambition, man.
You win.
So, how are they going to explain away two different characters here? Oh, it's T661 that we just defeated. And he's also another serial killer character, which gives him another excuse to reuse that background there. Very convenient.
There's no explanation as to why there is another version of him, like, canonically, but...
There's also no explanation to why he's the final boss and not Mr. Kane.
Yeah, I mean, there is that, too, so...
So, again, another ending that leaves more questions than answers, when you think about it.
And those answers will never, ever get answered.
Unfortunately. Until the Masters Fighter 2 coming to consoles this generation. They've been waiting until the technology got there, so they could really, like, get their vision off the ground. They could really encapsulate what they were going for at the time.